Okay, let's talk about this Europe critical assignment that you've recently been given. Okay, every student has received an instruction sheet and that basically lists the requirements for this project. You have about 2 months to work on it. Most of this project will be done at home. Okay, almost everything for this project will be completed at home. We'll go over the material in class, and you'll have classroom assignments that deal with this information, but the completion of the project itself will be done at home. Okay? The project is worth 200 points, and it's due October 30th for this year's social studies class. Okay, it's due October 30th. The front of the assignment will have the government economics and exploration and culture sections. Okay? That will be worth 100 points for the front half of this project. The back side of the project will include the maps and the history section, okay? And the back side will be worth 100 points as well. So total points possible for this project is 200, okay? Now, I did email parents recently and say that every Tuesday after we take our quiz, after we pleasure read, I'll give you about 20 to 25 minutes in class to ask questions about this project, find information, just have me clarify anything that you're still not understanding for the project, or just work on it, essentially. Just write some of the answers out, okay? I'll give you 20 or 25 minutes in class to do that. Just trying to be a little bit helpful, but as a reminder, you still do have 2 months at home to complete this, so it shouldn't be a problem. All right, the project can be done on either a file folder or a poster. Does not matter to me, whatever is convenient for you. I do have large sheets of white paper if getting a poster presents a problem. I do have large sheets of white paper that you can use as well. All right, I'm going to show you some examples now. Okay, so here's an example of Wyatt Redmond, fabulous student that I've previously had. Everything that he did was pretty much perfect. Okay, if you notice, it's got the government economics section. The only complaint I would have about this is that some of it is typed and some of it is written. I'd prefer it if you did one or other, not mix them together. The typing is much easier to read. Handwritten is fine though. Okay, so we got government economics on this side, and then exploration and culture on this side. Okay, on the back you'll have the maps. Okay, now this is an old example. They had to do more maps than you guys do. So disregard the number of maps that are on here. You follow your instructions as been given to you. And then the bottom is the history section, which there's like a full explanation for each one of the items and a picture given. Okay, so here's some examples if you wanted to use file folders. Now, if you wanted to do a poster, and this is another perfect example from a previous student, Gabe Davidson. Fabulous work. Okay, so he has location and history on the front side. Okay, notice that the maps are nice and big. If you choose to do it on a poster rather than a file folder, please use larger maps. That way it kind of takes up all of the space. And then the history section there as well. Let's take a look at that population map. I think this is the one that most students have a question about. See that he did do it in shades of red and yellow and orange. That's fine. There's also a key provided, high population, medium amount of population, and low population. That's fine. But the big thing is in these areas right through here is where the majority of the population of Western Europe is located. Okay, and then if we flip it over, again, there's the government economics section. All of that is typed information. Might be a helpful hint to remind you that that has been emailed to parents, so it's already typed for you. And then the culture and exploration. Okay, so now requirements for this year's project are slightly different. So if you're seeing things on these examples that you're not required to do, don't panic. Just follow your instructions, your requirements for this project, for this year's project that have been given to you. Feel free to ask any questions for the next couple days, and just remember you've got about 2 months to work on this. I would also encourage you to do little parts of it as we cover that part in class. I can't stress that enough to you. I'm going to go ahead and turn around back to this side. Okay, the big thing that I want you to remember is that, okay, like we've already covered this exploration portion of this project. So now go home and use that time wisely to fill out and answer the exploration portion. We have not done religion yet, so I don't want you spending time doing that yet because we haven't covered it. I don't want you looking ahead or looking on the internet for any kind of information. Use only the information that I give you so that it's appropriate 6th grade material. Okay, I've already provided you government and economic information. We've already had our quizzes on that, so you should be very familiar with government and economics yet. The only thing that we have not covered is this EU and how the euro influences trade in Europe. We haven't covered that yet, but we will get to it, okay? So do the parts, be working on the parts that we have already covered in class. If you finish this project early, I think the last topic that we cover for Europe is religion, if I'm not mistaken, okay? The last thing that we cover in our Europe unit is religion. Once we cover that, once we cover all the topics, if you have your project done early, feel free to go ahead and turn it in. You can turn it in before the due date of October 30th. Hope this helps. Have a great day.